List the quadrants in which the graph of the following equations is located. First is x plus 4 squared plus y plus 10 squared equals 25. Second is the absolute value of x plus the absolute value of y is equal to 17. And the third is x times y is equal to negative 17. Here are three sets of axes. The best way to figure out which quadrants these graphs are in is to actually just graph the equations themselves. Start with the first one. If you were to do a number of test points here, what you would find is that this is a circle. And the circle is centered at negative 4, negative 10. That negative 4, negative 10 came from here. And furthermore, that circle has a radius of 5, and that 5 is just the square root of this 25. So if you go to the point negative 4, negative 10, that point is right here. And then at that point, if you draw a circle that has a radius 5, it's going to look something like that. So that first one there falls into the third and the fourth quadrants. Here is the third quadrant. Here is the fourth quadrant. It does not fall into the first and the second quadrant. Now the next one is also best plotted by trial and error, and that's the absolute value x plus absolute value y equals 17. Try a point that would work. How about 17, 0? So I will plot the point 17, 0. Let's say that point is right here. Another one you could plot would be 0, 17. So the point 0, 17 maybe shows up right here. How about one that's in between the two of them? You could try the point 5, 12. So the point 5, 12 falls about right here. It is also true that the point 12, 5 is on the graph. So 12, 5 falls about right here. If you plot enough of these points, you'll find that it's doing this in the first quadrant. But you can also come back here and try, for example, negative 17, 0. That point is right here, negative 17, 0. I'm not putting in the tick marks, of course. Another one that you could put in is the point 0, negative 17. That's the point that's down here. And if you do some of the plotting of points in between, what you're going to find is that the graph is a diamond shape like that. So this occupies part of quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can say that quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4 for that second equation. Now this last function here, xy equals negative 17, you can once again try test points. For example, you could try x is equal to 1 and y is equal to negative 17. If you do enough of those test points, what you'll find is you will find that this is known as a hyperbola. The hyperbola is going to look something like this. And that occupies the second and the fourth quadrant, and that will be the answer here. Again, in all three of these cases, what you want to do is you want to graph the equations, and you do that by graphing a bunch of test points, and you get the various shapes, and then you determine which quadrants they're in.